was trying to make this video. I'm Kennedy Phillips, and for anyone watching this, my apologies for if this is just some awkward video. This is more for me in my eyes, but I think I'll end up putting it on YouTube anyways, kind of just, I don't know, why not, I guess. I don't know if I'll put it on public or private. Also, my apologies for if I end up looking at myself. I'm using the selfie on my phone. This video is kind of just for myself and to talk about the walk I'm doing to try to get myself kind of hyped for it. So this is for my book. One of my two main characters has cystic fibrosis, and I really want to represent that correctly in the book. So on May 18th in Madison, Wisconsin, some park there, I'm going on the CF walk. Just like a fundraising thing on May 18th. So it's just like 3 miles, and it's kind of to raise money. And one of my goals on that walk is to get in contact with a specialist, a CF specialist, so I can like portray it correctly, because my book is a Christian fiction novel, and people tend to find any reason they can to punch out anything God or spiritual in there, and kind of just like use anything to pull it down as, oh, this is false, so this obviously is going to be false too. And I don't want that. And of course I want cystic fibrosis portrayed correctly, because that is important to have it portrayed correctly, because if it's portrayed wrong, that can give people the wrong idea, and like it's just like not good if something is not portrayed correctly. So I want that done as well. Whether it was a Christian novel or not, I think I would still get in touch with the specialist, but having it be like Christian just adds on another layer to that, because if that's wrong, a big thing about my book is wrong, then it could so easily just be punched out as this is wrong, so obviously like the Christian stuff can't be right, and obviously that's not good. That's not good at all. And I want people with CF, when they read my book once it's published, to be like, yeah, this is correct, and I want them to really relate to that and feel like, oh, finally someone portrayed it correctly. Because there's a lot of shows and books out there that have like a lot of maybe diseases or injuries or just illnesses, and they get it wrong by not doing enough research. And I don't want that, because that's not pleasing to me. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it correctly. Hyping myself up for the walk. This is gonna get me way outside of my comfort zone on this walk. I'm planning on talking to people, maybe asking them why they're there. Of course, I've never done this before or anything like this, so of course it's going to be a lot of like read the room kind of a thing to figure out what is appropriate. I did raise money for it. I raised $84 by a stand I set up on a rainy garage sale day. It was freezing, but I stayed out there for the whole time, which is crazy to me. And I made $84 from that sale, so selling crocheted items and some cookies. I only sold 5 cookies, that's fine. So it's just really cool. And then I have it in cash right now. I'm not sure if you're supposed to give it as cash or if it's supposed to be done entirely online. But we'll figure it out when we get there, I guess. So if we get there and it turns out it's supposed to be done online, we could always just like do it online, and then I like pay mom and dad back the $64 after. Not 64, 84. Was I saying 64 this entire time? I raised $84, that's what I meant. Man, I got that wrong. this is really exciting. For the walk, I don't know if we're gonna get shirts. If we don't get shirts, it's fine. I have a purple shirt I can wear on the walk. I was planning on bringing my backpack. I know it's like only 3 miles, but I'm not gonna be bringing like a ton of stuff for the walk itself. It's more so just like I have leftover crocheted items that I was thinking I could maybe give out to people, and then I just bring my water bottle. I kind of bring my water bottle everywhere with me, even though I don't drink out of it that much. I've had so many instances where I'm in public and I have like a tickle in my throat, and then you need like a drink of water to make it go away, and I don't have my water bottle, so now I kind of just bring my water bottle everywhere. Then I also have my phone to put like the information of the specialist I want to get in touch with. And if I don't end up getting in touch with the specialist at the walk, I was thinking of maybe contacting one of the cystic fibrosis centers in Wisconsin and asking if I could get in touch with a specialist, because I really don't want to have to try to figure out everything on my own. Because even though I am doing my research for looking at a ton of websites and then using YouTube and like all my resources that I have, doing it with an actual specialist will like kind of just like, it'll help me get like a regimen for Landon, and knowing the appropriate times to wear stuff like his cannula, and learning the lung percent, and like the whole thing with the teams and like the lung transplants and everything, to get into everything that goes along with CF. And having a specialist, I mean, that's like their job, that is their specialty, is like this disease, this awful disease. And this was like, so like the walk is really, really how I'm going to get in touch with like the community, and also donating to that community so I can get involved in like the whole CF community and everything like that for cystic fibrosis. This has like been like a crazy, like out of nowhere kind of fascination of mine, and like I really learned a lot about CF now. Like that's something that I know a ton about. Like I don't really know much about any other disease, but I started looking into this for my novel, and now I'm just like I know so much, which is crazy, but obviously it's not enough because I don't know everything. I mean, I myself am not a specialist, and I don't know everything about it. So getting everything right is going to be really important for my book, for my novel, for my readers, for those who have never heard of cystic fibrosis before and will be learning about it for the first time through my book. It is really important to have it portrayed correctly for those who don't know about it, and for those who do know about it and maybe even have it who read it, because they're going to know what is right and what is wrong. And doing my research into that will also help with, as I said, all the Bible stuff in there, and those who are maybe struggling with their faith, or maybe don't even have any faith and aren't saved. Doing that right is going to be what really makes my book great and phenomenal. And I'm doing a lot of research in writing and CF and like Bible research and all this stuff so I can get it right, and so my book can be as perfect as humanly possible can make it, so readers can read it and they can feel something and learn something at the same time. The walk is definitely going to be an out of my comfort zone experience, because I don't usually do stuff like this. I'll bring a notebook, and of course I'll have my phone and my phone's notes on it to gather information and stuff. I'll bring my printed edits anyways, in case for some reason in the car after the words I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to write. Or I'll bring my Chromebook along in the car, but I don't think I'll take it in my backpack because that would be heavy. But I'll bring it in the car in case, again, like I need to write now. because like even just being in like hospitals and stuff makes me really inspired and like, man, I need to write. Mom's going with me. She's the one going with me. She signed up for it. Since I am 16, I am not an adult yet. I couldn't sign up myself. So Mom signed up, and then I'm like just like going with her, I guess. I know I'm like registered, but I'm not like, I don't have like my own thing, own like account thing for it. Mom's doing it with me. I have like read her everything I have written so far. I made it up to chapter 6, going through an editing mistake I made. Mom's going with me, which is amazing, and I'm so happy that she's going with me. I love her so much. And we're gonna do the walk together. She's gonna be with me. I don't know if anyone else is going with us or if it's just me and Mom. I'm kind of hoping that it'll just be me and Mom, but we'll see how it goes. I'm like hyped for the walk now. I really am hyped for it now. I get so excited thinking about my book being full, like printed, and feeling the cover, even though I have an idea of what I want it to look like, but nothing's set in stone. But feeling the cover and then going to the back and seeing my black and white photo, and on the cover having Kennedy Phillips as the author name. Knowing that everybody, that this was my work to God and all this was for God. It's just kind of great to me. So yeah, thanks for watching and bearing with me if you did. Thank you for making it to the end. Sorry for the awkwardness of all this. But yeah, I'll try to make more videos like this. We'll see how it goes.